Hello everyone, today we are going to learn how we can create an desktop application with Electron JS with the help of React and TypeScript. At the time of recording of this video, we are using Node version of 18.13.0 and NPM version of 8.19.0. So let's first create our React app with the help of TypeScript. For that we are going to use our create React app and the name of the app that we are going to use and template TypeScript. This will take a while, so I will just fast forward it to the end. The script has run its course and it's done installing, so we'll move to the folder created and open our Visual Studio Code. This is the template that we received after running the npx create react app, and we can see we have already some script and some packages installed. Now we need to install Electron JS. So we need to run this command Electron and Electron builder, two dependencies that we are going to install, but as a dev dependency. Again, it will take some time, so I'll just fast forward it to the end. So this is done, and now as we go to the VS Code, we can see dev dependencies has been added. Just for the sake, I'm just keeping it below the dependencies, keeping it in one place. We also need to modify something in the package.json, and we can add product name. The name of the product, let's say notes, a simple notes application, and again we have main. This will be the entry point for our Electron JS app, so we are going to create this in the public folder and with, let's say, electron.js, and the last home page we can put it /ref for now. So we are done, and we just formatted it. Now we need to update the script here. So as you can see, this is a Windows application. I'm running currently in the Windows, so I'm using the set. But if you are using Linux, then you can use export here as well. And we are using Electron start URL. The our default port of the React is 3000. That's why. And then run the Electron. Now, as we mentioned here, we need to create Electron JS file for the main. So let's create one Electron.js file. Electron.js, and now here we can use to create our new window. Yes, so I have copied the code. This is a very simple code. On activate and when ready, we need to create a window, and only when all the windows is not already opened, and the create window simply checks for the start URL and Electron start URL or the path URL with the, if it is not Electron start URL, then it will go to the index.html file, and this will open a window of width and height. We need these web references in order to inject the process in our Electron app. So we need node integration and context isolation. I will tell you what it does later today. And again, this win.web context of open dev tools will help in opening the developer tools, or you can say the inspector tool, where we can check the console and other errors. This will just load the URL, and on close it will call the app.quit. Now let's start writing on the index.tx. So first let's install React Router DOM. For we are going to use routing in our pages as well. So npm install So React Router DOM is installed, and now we can see in the package.json file that this is installed with the version 6.9.0. Let's try to run till here and see what we got till now. So we can use npm start to run our React app, and then I have programmed like start electron. You can name it like something like electron or start electron, and we need to run it in order to start our electron nodes, and then npm run start electron. Now the Electron JS app is opening. As we can see, we have this default template of the browser that we can also see here in the Chrome. And this is the developer tool that I was talking about while we are working the Electron JS. So window has opened, and this opens the developer tools. So when you see this developer tools, this is opened by default. We can comment it off if you don't want every time to open it up. So just we can, for now we can comment it out. We don't need this for now, but for the development tool we can use that. Okay, so let's close this and close this. We are going to use routing in here. So first of all, let's create a welcome page. Okay, so I have pasted the code that I have written, and now we are using this process, this process.version. This process is injected with the help of this context isolation and node integration. We need to put this line web preferences in order to get the current execution process. Now we need to create a routing for this. So we'll modify the app.tsx. We can delete whatever we have in the app.tsx, and we can replace it with our code. And we are going to create the page as well. For this page, we are going to use a simple functional component. We can remove this line, and page component is ready. App.tsx file also ready, but we also need to wrap it with the browser router in order to work, because we are using routing. So now all done. Let's start and see what's going on. The Chrome window has opened, and let's run our Electron app again. And you can see we are using Node version with Chrome and Electron. If we go to page, then page is loaded. Page navigation is the another page, and we can move to welcome page as well. Now, suppose we don't want to open our Chrome app every time when we run our Electron JS app. And for that, what we can do, we can use, if you are using Linux, then you can simply export browser none and React script start. But for Windows, it works a little bit differently. We don't need to write anything here, but instead, what we need to do, we need to create .env file at the root of the project, and we can put browser is equal to none. And now we can run our Electron app. Now this time, as you can see, the Chrome window doesn't appear, and our navigation work as well. And again, if we want to turn in on our developer tool, then simply what we can do, we can just Control C, run it again, and developer tool is